I come in with my headphones on. Did she still talk? Yes. I go to the bathroom after I counted the money. Was she still there? Yes. I even tried feeding the ducks away from the clubhouse. Was she standing in the corner of my eye? Of course. I mean, why wouldn't she? Right? I couldn't get away from this lady. This lady was literally following me. I work at a mini golf place, and it is the most chill job I have ever had. I mean, all I do is clock in, ring up customers for a round of golf or two, and sit in this chair, doing whatever my little heart desires. I also work by myself in the afternoon/evenings, so there's really no one there to yap and spit nonsense in my ear all day. Or so I thought. About a year ago, my boss hired this lady for the morning shift. Let's call this lady Bonnie. Bonnie was an older lady who was like in her early 50s, and she was just very short and stubby. But she seemed very sweet. You know, she always had a smile on her face. She had a folder full of notes for her to remember for work. She was a cute old little lady. She just seemed like a typical 50-year-old lady. You know, nothing out of the ordinary. But boy, did she have a mouth on her. I mean, this lady would just talk and talk all day. Now, I love to talk as well. You know, I love me a great little conversation. But she was one of those people that would just cut you off while you're trying to get a thought out. And I hate that. You do it once or twice, all right, whatever. Okay, you know, I'll just wait for the next opening. But you continue to cut me off? I'm gonna ball your lips up in my fist, and you're gonna listen to what I have to say. So anyways, one day I came in and I'm getting ready to bump Bonnie out for her shift. I count the money, make sure everything's good for my shift, and I sit down. Then, you know, Bonnie gets to talking like she always do. And she's just talking about how her boyfriend and her, you know, are going to go get dinner and a movie after work. And I'm like, oh, you know, that's really sweet that you guys still go out and date each other. And she tells me, yeah, you know, it is sweet, but, you know, he's really not sweet at all. Oh, okay. Well, shoot, I'm sorry. No, it's all right. It really is. You know, I mean, he has his ups and downs. I mean, don't we all? Okay. You know, I mean, when we go out, he's on his best behavior. But when we're home, I mean, oh my gosh, all hell breaks loose. Oh, okay. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with him. I mean, he's Bonnie just starts rambling about her and her boyfriend. And I'm like, is she finna leave anytime soon? Because I don't really want to listen to this. Now, of course, I threw in my 2 cents instead of just sitting there looking awkward because, you know, I felt bad. But like, you were supposed to clock out like 15 minutes ago. It's 3:15. I think it's time for you to go. But she finally finishes up and I'm like, whew, finally, I can watch my YouTube in peace. And there I was thinking that this was going to be the first and last time she'd ever bring this man up. Nope. No. She talked about that man every day. And when I say every day, I mean every day. Just telling me personal information that I really did not need to know. Seriously, like this lady was showing me her bank account because he was taking out of her money. She told me just different things that were going on at home. I was like, yo, you gonna have to cut it out. It was honestly getting to a point where I didn't even want to go to work anymore. I would try to help her, you know, give her solutions to her problems, but it was like it was going through one ear and coming out the other. Nothing was working. And this is the part of the story where I had to take a look in the mirror and be like, are you a wimp? Are you a sorry sucker? Because this lady was staying behind 30 minutes to an hour to have a Dr. Phil session with me because I was too scared to tell her that I didn't want to hear it anymore. She just didn't want to go home. And I understand that, but lady, you do not have to stay here with me. You don't trust me. I don't need the company. And I was doing other methods besides telling her straight up. I come in with my headphones on. Did she still talk? Yes. I go to the bathroom after I counted the money. Was she still there? Yes. I even tried feeding the ducks away from the clubhouse. Was she standing in the corner of my eye? Of course. I mean, why wouldn't she? Right? I couldn't get away from this lady. This lady was literally following me. So I said, enough is enough. I'm gonna tell Bonnie that I can no longer be in this threesome with her and her little boyfriend. I'm done. So the next day I went into work ready to tell this lady off. So I do my pre-shift duties, and as soon as I finish, I hear, I had such a horrible night last night. George took my phone and I was late to work, so I thought I was gonna get fired. I turn around and I'm like, you know what, Are you serious? Are you seriously crying right now? Huh? Are you freaking crying right now? I didn't say that, but I was like, no. This was not how this was supposed to go. I was supposed to break this chain. Why is she crying? Oh my gosh. When she started crying, I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my gosh, this really isn't the right time. But when is ever going to be the right time? I got to tell this lady, I'm not your therapist. And I'm not good at consoling people. And I think she could tell because she actually ended up leaving. So I immediately pulled my phone out and I text my boss because, we don't have an HR. It's a very small business. But I tell my boss everything that's going on between me and Bonnie, all the things she's told me. And you know what my boss tells me? She says she just needs someone to listen to her. You don't have to say anything. Just, listen to what she has to say. No, I don't think that's what she needs. At least not from me. This lady is double my age. I don't know why she's telling me all this stuff. No, I'm not doing that. I didn't even reply to my boss after that. I was like, well, what do you want me to say to that? This lady is crying in front of my face and you just want me to listen? No, we got to cut this off ASAP. Well, after I told my boss, I noticed that she actually stopped talking about her and her boyfriend. I think my boss may have relayed the message to her, but overall, she just completely stopped talking about George. But one thing that I learned from this whole situation is to basically cut the conversation off immediately. Don't let it carry on for so long. Unfortunately, this situation went on for about a month. So yeah, next time this happens to me, I would definitely be letting them know as soon as they open their mouth about whatever it is.